What's the style?
Well, hello and welcome to the Transits and You with my psychic connection. I'm Squirrel and I'm going to be walking you right through the transits of this week from June 29th through to July 5th. I had to think for a minute what comes after June. It's like, can't count on my fingers, right? So, what's going on here is I'm going to explain to you all the transits and all the movement going on astrologically in the sky this week. And while this may not affect your personal chart in the same way I'm telling you, because affects every individual more strongly or less strongly, depending on what your personal chart pertains, but it will be going on in the world around you. It will affect you in some manner, and it will affect the people around you to greater or lesser degrees. So, this is what you'll be dealing with, and this is how to deal with it, how to meet those opportunities that are coming with this energy, and how to meet those challenges coming with this energy. So, honestly, no matter what your chart, these will affect you in one way or another. But if you would like to understand how they affect your personal chart, go ahead and make an appointment with your favorite astrologer and get yourself a reading with the transits. All right. So we're going to start with June 29th, 2023, because that's the year now. And that is a Thursday. So we ended last week with a bunch of water energy, and all that energy from last week is still in effect today. I'm going to give you a quick recap. We've got the Sun and Mercury conjunct in Cancer. We've got the Sun in Cancer sextile with Jupiter to Taurus. We've got the Sun in Cancer trining Saturn in Pisces. Mercury in Cancer is sextile to Jupiter in Taurus, and Mercury in Cancer is trining Saturn in Pisces. Jupiter in Taurus is also sextiling Saturn in Pisces. What the hell does all that mean, squirrel? Well, it means there are six positive aspects in water, period. Water, just all up in our face. And the element of water is most closely related to emotion. So there's a lot of emotional energy in the air today, and it's flowing very freely. Now, the trines and the sextiles are usually considered to be really great aspects because of that beautiful flow between them. But with that much going on, this could be a really emotional time or a really trying time. There are a lot of zodiac signs that are like, emotion, that's a four-letter word, and a serious four-letter word at that. So they don't want to deal with all of that, and we're being forced to. And then with the moon in Scorpio, oh my God, as if it wasn't bad enough, right? So things may be a little hectic today, really, really intense. Take deep breaths, keep yourself grounded, and try to face those emotions. See why you're having them. This is a great opportunity to dive in deep and see why you're so happy or so unhappy. But the emotions are going to be at large today. The only aspect we have today that doesn't involve emotional energy is the conjunct between Venus and Mars in Leo. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, either in a good way or a bad way, because a bunch of good emotion, you could be like, I'm exhausted. If you're feeling overwhelmed, use the conjunct between Mars and Venus and Leo to take some time to do something that is fun or exciting, okay? And then tonight, if you want something fun and exciting, we've got the Cackling Witches Den with Psychic Rose at 10 p.m. Eastern. So give yourself a break or come to Rose with questions about how to deal with these emotions, because today could be really overwhelming. And yesterday, Wednesday, the way where we ended last week's transits in you was pretty overwhelming too. So that brings us to June 30th, 2023 on a Friday. So, yay. The moon moves into Sagittarius at 10:59 a.m. Eastern. That's going to take some of that emotional pressure off of all of us. So the moon is at her most optimistic and fun loving in Sagittarius. So if the last few days had depleted you with all that water emotional activity going on, take the time to use this moon's energy to lift you up, to do something fun. Be optimistic. Things are going to get better, I swear, and they're starting now. So we still have 6 aspects involving Cancer, Pisces, and Taurus. And the Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter and Saturn are the main planets in play here. They're all connected one way or another, and sometimes several ways in this particular transit of days. So these aspects involve how we present ourselves to the world, our thought processes, our personal growth, and our responsibilities, to name a few. So if we can use the Taurus energy involved, because there is a lot of Taurus energy as well, and we use that Taurus energy to stay steadfast, this is a really good opportunity for spiritual and emotional growth, especially because it's that all connected to Taurus in or Jupiter in Taurus. And with that Sagittarius energy, that will really uplift that spiritual growth. All right. So remember, 3 of those aspects are exact. Okay. And that amplifies those emotional energies. So, coupled with the expansion of Jupiter, because Jupiter expands, makes everything bigger, makes everything stronger, we may be engulfed with feelings that feel out of control. So, again, just hold on. This overpowering energy is going to be easing off and eventually dissipate. We're not going to be stuck here. In the meantime, find a friend you can vent to, or take the time to dive into those feelings on your own and do some personal healing so that you can grow. Um, this is not pleasant for a lot of us, but it is as challenging as it feels. It is an incredible opportunity to look at past mistakes, past heartaches, and why they were caused, and what we can do going forward to heal from those or to not make those same mistakes again. So, there are no other changes today in the transit besides that moon, and feelings are going to be running a little rampant. But we do have that fire energy now in the moon, in Mars, and in Venus, with that conjunct between Mars and Venus in Leo. And we can draw on that to get us out of our own heads. Be careful not to let the fire energy fuel your passions and your emotions so high that it leads to arguments. And if you can rein back on that emotional response, you can use those 3 planets, that fire energy, Sagittarius and Leo, to just make some fun. And again, you guys, if you want some fun tonight, we have the VIP show on My Psychic Connection with Cassidy the Card Slinger at 8 p.m. Eastern. And this is for tickets, tickets only. And you can get your tickets at journeyryanlive.com. That's www.journeyryanlive.com to get you a VIP seat in Cassidy's show, Cassidy the Card Slinger. And that brings us to July 1st. I can't believe we're already in July, you guys. What the heck? This year is zooming past 2023, and that is a Saturday. Um, there are no changes in the transits today. So hold on, try to keep your sanity. And if you feel like you're losing that grip on sanity with all that fire and water, you um we have the YouTube specific shows, YouTube only shows, because we don't have live shows tonight, but you can catch. We have daily shows with Cassidy the Card Slinger, Card of the Day, and then we have Angel Numbers of the Day with Destiny K. So if you guys feel it slipping, watch those two. Go to our YouTube, look up My Psychic Connection and find out what your card of the day and what your angel numbers of the day are because they can help you breathe and understand what's going on. Okay. That brings us to July 2nd, 2023, Sunday. So at 1:20 p.m. Eastern, the moon transits into Capricorn. Now, with Capricorn energy and all that Cancer, Pisces, water, everything going on, because it's all still up there. Be careful. I'm begging you today. Be careful not to ignore your feelings and emotions. Because yesterday's transits are still blowing them up, but Capricorn has a tendency that energy steps back from emotion and tries to remove itself from those feelings. Instead, work with the factors of Capricorn to help make decisions about what you want to change to make your life easier. Use that Capricorn energy to cut things out and make sure that you're cutting out things not as an emotional reaction like I'm just mad right now, but as this really isn't working for me and I see no way to fix it. Use the Capricorn energy to look at it from every direction to see how it can be fixed. And if it can't, use that beautiful Capricorn energy to remove itself, to remove yourself. All right. So still no live show today, but we do have YouTube only weekly shows as well. And we have Spilling the Tea with Energy. And y'all, oh my gosh. I I've never watched anybody read tea leaves before, and this is fascinating. She gives you a weekly tea leaf reading, and I can't get enough of that. And there's also, of course, the transits in you with me, Squirrel. So y'all can't get enough of this. You keep coming back. And Sundays are perfect because you don't have the live shows. But don't you worry. Don't you worry because the live shows start back up on Monday, which brings us to Monday, July 3rd, 2023. So today at 7:38 a.m. Eastern, there will be a full moon in Capricorn. Now, this full moon is excellent for purging anything that brings you more harm than joy in your life. With all of that emotional energy in transit, be sure to think everything through as logically as you can to ensure that nothing is being shed out of anger, okay? Um, or a reaction to these recent events. Take the time to explore, to really, really analyze the reason you're ridding yourself of something, if it's because it's actually harmful or if it's not just a hissy fit on your end. Okay? Oops. I lost my thingy. Hold on. I'm sorry. And tonight, Um, oh, today Mercury in Cancer is no longer in a trine to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So we're going to feel some of that emotional energy easing off and no other changes take place. But tonight we have Psychic K, the intuitive empath, at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so y'all be sure to come and visit her. And that brings us to Tuesday, July 4th, 2023. So, Mercury in Cancer. So yesterday we lost that trine to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Today we're going to lose that Mercury in Cancer sextile to Jupiter in Taurus. So our thought processes are still in Cancer, but they're no longer being lit up by those aspects. This brings our aspects in Cancer energy down to only 3, and that will ease off a great deal of that intensity and allow us to face situations a bit more logically. Then at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, the moon moves into Aquarius, bringing even more of an element of logic in to offset the emotional storm, good or bad, that we've all just come through. So use the energy of these two transits. The loss of one and losing an aspect is considered a transit, and then the moon moving into Aquarius to sort through everything that's happened in the past few days in order to help you know which was when you reacted with oversensitivity, wishful thinking, or seeing reality in its harshest light or its best light. So really take this day to see what's going on. Now, um, Actually, when I said we had Psychic K last night, I was mistaken. We have no live shows this week. We are taking off the 4th of July so that we can spend time with our families and enjoy the celebrations and do some traveling. So, if you are missing us, this is the perfect week to watch those the card of the day and the angel numbers of the day with Cassidy the card slinger and Destiny K every day this week because you're gonna be missing us, and we're gonna be missing you too. But we will be back the following Monday. I believe that is the 10th, and we will start with Psychic K, the intuitive empath, and keep on going for y'all. All right. And that brings us to July 5th. That's a Wednesday, 2023 still. And there are no changes in the transits today. We really do have a decent blend of fire, earth, air, and water. It is still a tiny bit water heavy because we do have those three aspects in water. But the intensity's off. We're able to look at everything a little more clearly. We're able to enjoy ourselves a little bit more. So definitely don't be holding on to any of the things that have happened in the past week. Just try to relax and stay steady and enjoy the day. Um, these emotional energies are going to ease off slowly. So just breathe and keep your calm. Bring a towel. Okay. Those of you who got that, got that. Those of you who didn't, read a book. And I hope that helps. I hope it really, really helps you map out the week ahead of you. Or if you're watching it the following week, the week behind you, and helps you understand what the hell just happened. You guys, I love you. I hope to see you again next week. And stay sane. Mwah! Bye.